break, and I love seeing you guys coming back for again and again for this routine. So you already know what to expect: 45 minutes of some gentle movements and our 15-minute sound healing. And today we're gonna do a pretty even 50-50 split of lower body and upper body. So nice balanced routine today. And as always, if any movements don't feel great for you, you can modify however you choose. And we will start with our name and our intention, and I'll go first. My name is Nikki, and my intention is momentum. I'm on a steady uphill swing here, so we're gonna bring that energy in today's practice.
My name's Kyle. Our intention is being focused.
Love it.
Hey, Scott. I want to disconnect.
I like it. And nothing outside these walls will connect here. Go Thomas.
I'm Thomas, and my intention is peace.
Perfect.
Kiana, and my intention will be stretch.
Right, we will definitely do that.
My name is Hader, and my intention is slowness.
Slowness. Okay, I'm feeling like focus, slowness, peace, and take what you need, and we'll get started. We'll get a nice, kind of balanced, I think, energizing routine today. So we'll start as we usually do, flat on our back, just to really get grounded from the day, middle of the week. Beginning with one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, feet on the floor. Big inhale into the belly, chest, and throat. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale. Again, inhale to the belly, chest, then throat. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly blow it out. And one more big inhale into the belly, chest, and throat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. We'll take our right leg up to the ceiling, and we'll get our single leg hamstring kicks, lowering and lifting that leg at a nice, relatively fast pace, just trying to wake up the body here. We'll get last one. Same right leg opening across the body and then pulling the leg towards the opposite wall. And using this hour to really let go of everything outside these 4 walls, reset and balance, and finding that peace and focus in your mind. We'll get last one. Back to that straight leg. This time grab your calf and then exhale, pull your shin towards you. And then you can kind of squeeze up and down your calf with the middle of your fingers here. Just getting a little extra calf stretch today. Trying to separate the middle of the calf. And then taking some ankle rolls, rolling your ankle about 3 times each direction. Just noticing if that feels a little stiff or tight through those tendons. And reversing directions with that ankle circle. Just getting some movement through the feet. Last one. And then bending your right knee in towards your chest. Exhale and hold. Try to lengthen your tailbone as you do, and just holding at the bottom here. And taking your right ankle over your left thigh. Supine figure 4. And again, just a hold at the bottom. Pull your knee in towards your chest, shin parallel with the chest here. With every exhale, can you bring that shin a little closer to your chest, softening through that right hip. And the last one on this side, supine twist, bending the right knee across the body, look over that opposite shoulder. And just a hold for today, stretching that right arm away, pulling that right knee into the ground, trying to open that chest, pull that knee to the floor. And unraveling from that stretch, come back to your center, both feet flat, tuck your hips, and we'll repeat on the left side. Left leg up straight to the ceiling, and relatively fast on these hamstring kicks, just to wake up the body, lower back pressed into the floor. We'll get one more kick with this left leg, and then opening the left leg to the side and pulling across the body, keeping that lower back pressed into the floor. Last one there. Back to our hamstring stretch, grabbing your calf, pull your shin towards you, and then gentle massage of that calf, trying to squeeze down towards your Achilles with those middle fingers, trying to split that calf in two. The calf does in fact split into two sides, just trying to dig out any tension there. Last squeeze of those fingertips, and then taking 3 slow ankle circles each direction. Just noticing if those tendons feel a little tight. And reversing directions, 3 ankle circles the other way. Remembering to breathe. We'll get last one. Now taking your right knee, hugging it in towards your chest, and simply hold. Tailbone glued to the ground. Big exhales, longer than your inhales. Crossing your left ankle over your right thigh, our supine figure 4. Elbow drives into the knee, and exhale, pull that right shin towards you. Every exhale, can you drive that elbow into that knee, breathe into that hip. And last one here. Supine twist on the left, pulling that left knee towards the floor. Look over that left shoulder and simply holding at the bottom, trying to extend our body as long as we can. And rolling back to the center. One stretch for our neck and spine while we're down here. Lifting your toes over your head, using your hands for support, and then dropping your toes or your knees to the floor. Using your hands for as much support as you need on that lower back. And trying to get those knees outside of your ears. Again, you can ease off the stretch if it bothers your neck. And then gently rolling down one vertebrae at a time until that lower back hits the floor. Grabbing the edges of your feet, happy baby, draw your knees towards the ground, decompressing that lower back. Gentle rock side to side. And then last one on our grabbing the edges of our toes, extend the legs out into our supine straddle, stretching out those adductors, make it a little hip hop. And then bringing the legs back together and gently coming up into our seated cross shin position. Eyes can have a soft gaze and just beginning with some gentle shoulder rolls up, back, down, and forwards. Imagining releasing any stress, any thoughts, just roll them off your shoulders, knowing that in this hour, you can let go of all of that weight. In reverse directions, shrugging your shoulders back, forwards, and down, trying to pull as big of a circle as you can. And then the last one here. Now pulling our fingertips to the side, chin down to the chest, and then some gentle half circles each direction, tracing your chin against your chest and tilting that ear to each side. Try to actively pull the fingertips away. And take your time, maybe holding at the end of each side. And then last one. Now grabbing the back of your head, tuck your hips as if you're doing a cat-cow, bring your chin to your chest, and 20-second hold with just about 10% of your weight on your hands. And then with your thumbs, you can gently press into the muscles along the back of your neck if that feels good for you. And you can slide your thumbs down your neck and down to your traps. We'll spend about 20 seconds here, pressing those thumbs down into the muscles that run behind your ear. And imagine easing out that tension from your neck. Imagine pulling out any thoughts from your head. Remembering to breathe. Get one more pass through here from the top of the neck. Slide the thumbs down those muscles, down into your traps. And then lifting the chest, lifting the chin, squeeze the upper back and drive your elbows forward for just 3, 2, 1. Coming into our low kneeling position. If this bothers your knees, you can stay cross-shinned, but just a little bit easier on the angle here. So option to stay cross-shinned. Exhale, open your chest, pull your fingertips backwards. Inhale, round, right arm on top of left. Give yourself a big hug. Inch your fingertips until you can grab your shoulder blades. Chin to your chest. And start with tilting your shoulders to the right side. 3 T-spine circles here. Chin is tucked. Take your time. Side bending towards the left. Rounding through the front. 2 more circles. Breathe into that upper back. Keep your chin pulled down to your chest. And no rush here. Really take your time. Keep that big hug of that upper back, opening your wings, opening those shoulder blades. One more circle this direction. And finishing in the center, peeling yourself back up to the top. Exhale, reach the arms back, tall chest. Inhale, left arm over the right arm. Once you get there, inch your fingertips 1 more inch backwards. Chin down to the chest, round forward, and side bend to the left. 3 slow T-spine circles. Trying to move with just that upper half of our body. Just breathing into that upper back, expanding that rib cage. Already feeling your spine more mobile here. We'll get one more circle all the way around. And then lastly, making our way into our tabletop, getting immediately into some more spinal work here, into our cat-cow. Starting with an exhale, round up to the top, press those shoulder blades tall, feel them already more open. And then inhale, arch the upper back, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. And continue at your own pace for the next 30 seconds. Exhale to round. And inhale to arch. Trying to sync your movement, leading with the breath. We'll get the last one here. And now inching your hands forward into our puppy dog. We're gonna do a long, full minute hold here, letting that chest drop towards the ground, chin or forehead on the floor. But just be prepared. We're holding for a full minute. So really allow yourself to open. Maybe inch your fingertips 1 inch further forward. And then fully surrendering. Breathing into that chest, that upper back. Breathing out any tension. Opening up those lats and shoulders. You already have just 20 seconds to go. Taking one more breath. Inching our way back to our tabletop position. And then right arm comes underneath the left shoulder into our thread the needle. Just our traditional thread the needle, head rests heavy. Can you inch that pinky finger 1 inch further away and then rotate your left side of your chest towards the ceiling. Breathe into that right shoulder blade. And inching the right arm underneath, slide that left arm underneath and through, dropping that shoulder. Maybe inching that left pinky finger 1 inch further away than you think to get a little extra twist on that spine. Breathe into those tight areas. And releasing from that side and rolling all the way down to our stomach. Coming flat on the floor. Knees are hip distance, arms just out to the side. Lift your feet up so that your knees are 90 degrees. And then switching your feet side to side. This is just a nice gentle rock for your nervous system, for your lower back. Just shaking out any energy through your hips and feeling grounded against the floor. And bringing your feet flat to the ground, bending your left arm in, bend your left leg, right palm is flat, and kick your left leg up and over into our scorpion, opening up that shoulder, that lower back. And once you settle there, try to surrender And just melt into the floor. Trying to keep that palm flat, open up that left hip. And unraveling from that side. Left arm comes out to the side, right leg and right arm bends in, kicking up and over, opening that hip, and head rests heavy into the floor. And unraveling from that side, now you're going to have your chin flat on the floor, arms up overhead in an O position, making a O overhead with the fist, ankles together. You're going to squeeze and lift into a Superman, Superwoman. Squeeze your glutes, and then bringing your arms out into a Y, then wide into a T, and then reaching your hands behind your back in another O, and reverse directions. Lift your knuckles as high as you can towards the ceiling. Should feel a little bit of a sweat breaking. Arms to a T, arms to a Y, arms to a O, back down to the floor. One breath, and then 2 more reps here. Glue the ankles together, breathe and lift. Starting to make your arms into a Y. Think like you are flexing your muscles here out into a T, and then bring your knuckles behind your back into an O. Squeezing, lift your knuckles higher towards the ceiling, arms out to a T, ankles still together, Y, O, and then down to the floor. 1 breath, 1 more rep. Think tension through your body, you're doing great. Lift your chest, lift your ankles. O turns into a Y, flex as you move through. Out to a T, keep the ankles glued together. Flip the knuckles into an O behind your back. Reach your knuckles a little higher towards the ceiling. Last rep, T, Y, O, and rest. That's definitely some strength and mobility combined. Bring your hands back towards your chest. Press up into an upward facing dog. And flip the toes, downward facing dog. And just start to pedal out those calves, pressing those heels into the floor. Just breathe for just a moment. One last pedal out of those calves. Eyes gaze up to the top of your mat. Jump or step up to your hands, toes facing in together. Fingertips come underneath your toes. Chin is tucked. Round and decompress the lower back, pulling up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the fingertips. Hands flat on the floor. Step your left foot just about 1 foot forward. Single leg hamstring stretch. Exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Let your forehead come towards that left shin. And just a 20-second hold to reset. Feeling that hamstring, equal weight in each foot. Step the left foot back, step the right foot forward 1 foot. Flat spine, exhale, forward fold over the right leg. Trying to get the crown of your head as long as you can, equal weight in each foot. Finding that balance. And stepping the right foot back. Feet are parallel and turned in. Chin is tucked, and then rolling up one single vertebrae at a time. Arms hang heavy. Chin is tucked. Arms are going to sweep up overhead. Grabbing for your wrist, exhale, side bend. Inhale to the center. And exhale, side bend the other way. Inhale to the center. Exhale, cactus the arms, back bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inching forward into your high plank. Vinyasa to upward facing dog. And flip the toes, downward facing dog. We're gonna get one more similar sequence to that, but a little variation. So pedal out your heels one more time. Let your chest drop towards those thighs. Feel where your hands and your feet connect with the ground. Eyes gaze up to the top of your mat. Jump or step towards your hands. Another spinal decompression. Fingertips underneath the toes. Tuck your chin. Rounding to the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. This time, cross your right ankle over your left leg. Center yourself, and then exhale, forward fold over your thighs. You'll feel a deep stretch through that left hamstring. And uncross that side, crossing the left ankle over the right leg. Center yourself, and then exhale, forward fold, deep stretch through that right hamstring, really lengthening through your spine. Let your head rest heavy. Full exhales. And crossing the legs back to the center, toes in one more time, rounding up to the top like a string is pulling you up towards the ceiling. Chin is heavy. Arms are going to finish by your side. And bringing your arms up to 90 degrees. Bend one arm down. Exhale, side bend across the body, deeper side stretch. Hold for just 3, 2, 1. Inhale to the center, switching arms. Exhale, blow out all the air, reach across the body and hold for just 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the center, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, back bend. Inhale to the top. And last one, exhale, flat back, bow forwards. Great job with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, inching your way back to your high plank. Vinyasa to upward facing dog. And sit the hips back. Child's pose to reset. 30 seconds before we move into our next hip sequence. Feeling your body and your mind open up. Remembering your intention with every breath. 10 more seconds to hold. And coming back into our tabletop position. And then pressing up and back into another downward facing dog. This time, getting into our hip sequence, starting with your right leg in our three-legged dog, raising up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, open your right hip, and tracing 3 big hip circles here. Take your time and see how big of a circle you can trace. And reverse directions, 3 big hip circles the other way. Back to our three-legged dog, and simply bring your left foot all the way through, stepping through into a lunge, holding here with that back leg straight for just a moment. One more breath. Lowering that left knee to the floor. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up. And exhale, reach the hands behind and sink that hip forward. Stretch for that left hip and for the shoulder blades. About a 30-second hold, eyes gazing up towards the ceiling. Reaching your knuckles down that left hamstring. Trying to open through the chest and through the front of that hip. And placing the hands inside of the right foot. Exhale, sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling. Option to hold with your right hand on your thigh, or for a deeper stretch, you can grab for that back left foot, another 30-second hold. Really opening up that left hip flexor. Allowing that hip to sink forwards. 10 more seconds to go. Dropping that left foot towards the floor. Hands come inside of that right foot. Turning towards the side of the room into a low hold. So you can have your hands on the floor if you need to. 30-second hold in a half low lunge here. Trying to keep your chest tall. If you need to, hands on the floor. One more breath here. Placing the hands on the floor, coming into our standing straddle. And simply exhale, drop your head towards the floor. Elbows can touch the ground as well. Just feel all of the blood rushing through your head. Imagine emptying those thoughts out of the top of your head. Maybe shaking your head no, shaking your head yes. Just shaking out anything that does not serve you this week. Very last one. Feet come a little bit closer together, and now drop into our full low sumo squat, elbows into the knees, tall chest. Finding that center, getting your heels flat on the floor if you can. Maybe close your eyes. Seeing if you can lift the chest higher, drop the tailbone lower. Finding that centered balance right in the center of your belly. Taking one more breath. Placing the hands down, lifting the hips, turning towards the right front leg. Place the hands down, step the right foot back, left foot back to meet in a high plank. Vinyasa to upward facing dog, and then flip those toes downward facing dog, and we will repeat that all on the left leg. You are in the home stretch here. Really a full body day today. Begin with lifting that left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open the left hip, and tracing 3 big circles with that left side. And reversing directions, 3 big circles the other way. And last one. Back to that 3-legged dog. Step the left foot all the way through, keeping the right quad straight for now. Just one breath here. Placing the right knee down towards the floor. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, reach the knuckles behind your back, sink forward, surrender into that stretch. Reach your knuckles down that right hamstring. Trying to open the chest, opening that right hip, 10 more seconds. Placing the hands inside of the left foot. Exhale, sweep the arm up, opening the chest. Option 1 is just holding the slow lunge. Option 2, reaching for that back right foot for an added stretch. Open the chest and deepening that stretch through that right quad. Just one more breath here. And releasing that foot, pivoting towards the side of the room and dropping into our low left side lunge. Using your hands for as much support as you need. Really getting into that hip, a little bit into that left Achilles as well. One more breath here. Pressing up into our standing straddle. And today, just a flat back, forward fold. Maybe your elbows can get to the ground. Let your head hang heavy. Really surrendering through the upper body. Try to lift your tailbone towards the ceiling for a little extra stretch in those hamstrings. Finally dropping into that low sumo squat. Great job with these deep stretches, finding the angle that feels best for your body, dragging those elbows into those knees, maybe close your eyes, and feel if you can find the center of your body here. Dropping your tailbone, lifting your chest. One final breath, we're almost there. Letting it go, hands come down, lift the hips, swivel towards the front, hands down, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, final vinyasa to upward facing dog. And then sit the hips back, coming into a seated position. We have 3 final stretches just to open up the hips. Getting into our butterfly, elbows into the knees, and exhale, forward fold, pulling yourself towards those toes. Just a 30-second hold here. Trying to center out either hip. Just noticing your body feeling open. take one more breath. Final two poses, all centered poses. Bring your legs to the side into our seated straddle, inching forward, hands on the ground, elbows, or all the way into a full pancake. And we're here for a full minute hold. So really opening up those hips to end our class today. This will be the final intense stretch, and then we have the last gentle one to end with. So give it your all. Trying to inch that torso 1 inch further forwards. Keeping those knees and toes flexed to the ceiling. 30 seconds to go. We'll take one last breath here. And pressing up to the top, last stretch of the day. Shake those legs together. And a very passive forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, just melt over those legs. No need to pull yourself into the stretch. Just let it be soft. Let yourself surrender. Maybe give the bottoms of those feet a squeeze, those arches of those feet. Feeling your breath as you breathe into your belly, fully softened, fully surrendered. Letting out any last tension from your body. And just feeling how grounded you feel in only 45 minutes. And one final breath. And whenever you're ready, you're going to spin yourselves around 180 degrees. And then make your way into your Shavasana with your heads facing the bowls, fully surrendered. Just allow yourself to feel your body, your breath. Knowing that you are showing up in the middle of your week to take this space for yourself to disconnect in order to reconnect. And for the next 15 minutes, all you need to do is be open to receiving, staying with your breath, staying with this next moment. We'll begin in just a moment here. Knowing that all you need to do is be open to receiving, bringing that intention that you brought with you to class today. And our intention for our Reiki infused sound bath healing is going to be momentum. And whatever that looks like for you, maybe it means speeding up to get momentum in your life, or perhaps it means slowing down in order to regain a steady pace. So take what you need, and we will begin. speed up. Or maybe it's asking for a little bit of both. But trust your intuition. Trust your body's signals. And devote to your body and to yourself to give yourself exactly what you need. So tune in for a moment and ask your body, what is it that you need to receive whatever